By some estimates, 90% of the US population is currently on lockdown of some kind. For many of us with kids now out of school, that means we need to do our very best to keep them entertained but also academically stimulated. Well, there is one idea, and it's called KidTimeStoryTime. It's a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos of the best books but read aloud in English and Spanish. I spoke to one of its co-founders, Eileen Faxes, and here's our conversation. So thank you so much, Eileen, for joining us today on U News. Welcome. And I would like for you to start off by describing what exactly is KidTimeStoryTime.
Hi, Andrea, and hi, Kid, if you're out there watching, because those are my people. KidTimeStoryTime is a YouTube channel where we bring books to life for kids and make reading the most exciting, super fun thing that they could possibly imagine. This isn't a kind of channel where we sit there and we read a book. It's very silly. That's not what we do. It is very dynamic. It's very energetic. We interject a lot of humor, and we have puppets, so they interject just all kinds of commentary. So it's really a place where kids feel like they have a place to get away. They have a relationship with me. We talk about things through the books, and it's just this magical place that we've been able to create for children that is being discovered now more than ever because people need us to be a component of their kids' lives more than ever.
Now, how did this idea come about?
I started reading bedtime stories to my nephews one summer, and I thought, oh, today's kids, they're too sophisticated. They don't really want this old-fashioned kind of thing. And Andrea, I was completely floored. They were enraptured. The kids that I thought were too modern and just about video games and everything's very fast-paced were just like this. And they loved it so much that I realized that there was very much an existing need that has never gone away for human-to-human storytelling. You know, you're a journalist, you're a storyteller. As adults, we need storytelling. It's how we've passed on our history and our life stories and our knowledge since the beginning of time. And it's no different, no matter how modern the kid is. So when I saw how much they loved it, I kept reading to them when they went off back to New Jersey, and I was in New York at the time. So I would read to them through YouTube, and then other kids started finding the videos. And I realized it's not just my boys that need that bedtime story. It's so many kids out there, you know, and that's where it was born out of.
And like you said, parents are so busy. And now talking about the coronavirus pandemic, that so many parents are stuck with their children at home. Have you been tailoring the videos and your stories to the situation that we're living now in the country?
I have completely overhauled all the books that I was reading, and I reached out to some different authors and different publishers saying, hey, I see this story and I think it would be perfect. And they're sending me stuff that's really tailored for this time. And like, just an example, I found this book, A Little Spot of what everybody's feeling right now?
Anxiety.
Right? And then, you know, companion one, courage. So I'm trying to find these stories that really speak to what kids are feeling right now.
And no, absolutely. And now, last but not least, what is your favorite book of all time? And what would you say is the best book right now for viewers?
I'm really excited about the emotional resilience books that we have right now that I'm trying to put out more and more on the channel. We call it mindfulness. You know, that's what we call those books about being mindful and aware of your feelings and able to process them and talk about them openly, because that's a big key, is just talking about it. The more we'll swallow it up inside, the more it builds up and it's not good for us. So we like to talk about mindfulness and checking in with yourself, and not to get too new agey or anything, but it is important for kids to be able to label their feelings and know what they're feeling and why they're feeling it so that they don't act out later.
So thank you so much, Eileen, for sharing your story and for sharing what you're doing for others and during a time like this, during this coronavirus pandemic. We wish you and your family the best of luck. Please stay safe and healthy.
And you too. I wish you and your family and your viewers and your kids out there and your puppets out there a very safe quarantine session.